Hello guys, Creator438 here, welcoming you back to more Pikmin 2. In the last episode, we came here with a loudmouth annoying ship. Well, he's not really annoying to me, but still, he might be annoying to you guys. Just had to move the camera a little. And we got red Pikmin and our first treasure. And in this episode, we are going to be going back to the Valley of Repose and discovering more stuff there. I'm just gonna skip that. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures! Shut up, they need sleep too, Ship. You're a prick. No wonder they lack survival skills. Ship, they don't lack survival skills. Everything is like 100 times larger than them. Stand beneath the onion, press A to call them out. Now, the thing is, I'm just gonna cut to how many Pikmin I'm gonna get out. Instead of wasting your time and showing you how many Pikmin I'm gonna get out. Okay, as you can see, I got out all my reds. And as you can see at the top of the screen, there's like a sun on a counter. That is the day meter in this game. Basically, days there are limited time in days, and at the end of the day, you have to go away from the area, and because monsters will come. However, if Pikmin aren't in your squad, if like there's a Pikmin not in your squad and they aren't in base, they will not come with you. You have to have them all in your base. If you leave them behind, they'll get eaten, and it counts as a death. Yeah, everything in Pikmin 2, it's gonna be pretty similar. Me and Pikmin carrying that. First thing you want to do, I recommend raising up at least 50 reds, if you can. I'm gonna have Olmar take the Pikmin. And the good thing about having two captains in this game is you can multitask very well. You're just gonna get Louie over there. Pressing A with no Pikmin will make you do like a little punch sequence, and you can go a little faster. Okay, guys, carry that back. Louie's gonna pluck all these Pikmin from the ground. Oh yeah, and if you leave a Pikmin sprouted in the ground, like it doesn't matter where they are, they'll always be safe. And it won't count as a death. Come on, guys. I know you're leaves, but you don't have to be so slow. Louie can just take all our Pikmin. Olmar is going to stay over here. And he is going to... Yeah, you just raise up at least 35 Pikmin. Oh, crap. Come on, Olmar. Come on, Onion. The only thing that's kind of annoying in this game about the onions is they produce Pikmin slower. Like they produce like 2 or 3 at a time instead of like making all of them pop out at once. kill this guy. And sometimes enemies can drop pellets. In case you didn't know that. Now, you're gonna see this guy here. That is a red bulb orb. It's a spotty red bulb orb. Well, its official name is red bulb orb, but whatever. I'm gonna have Olimar stay here because they need to break down that wall. Pikmin can break down walls. The more breaking down a wall, the faster it goes. Obviously, the more Pikmin you have doing stuff, the faster everything is. However, things that Pikmin can carry have a limit to them. How are they doing on that wall? Okay, we're almost done. Now, here's the thing about red spotty bulb orbs. Red bulb orbs. They're only going to be devastating on this one day. And after this one day, they will be really easy to beat. And as you can see, we broke down this wall. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? Well, when their might is ferocious. Did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Yes! I just explained it to them! Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Yeah, he's just gonna say a bunch of stuff that we already know. But, oh well. I mean, like I said in the Kirby Spotlight, people forget stuff. Now, yes. Well, now as you can see, there's, you can see Olimar and Louie. That is like that's their health. That's what Pikmin you have, in your battalion. Like, at the front of your battalion. That's the number you have in your squad. That's the number on the map. And that's the one you have in total. And now you just want to do this. A bum rush. I thought we could go a long time without losing Pikmin. Well, we're gonna make up for our losses. Of course, I can never go this one day without losing Pikmin. I should never fight that spotty bulb orb. That's a treasure right there that we can't carry back. But I want to get to, that place over there. That is a dungeon. We'll get into that when we're done, plucking these guys. And we're just gonna have them carry that. Okay, when that happens, that's gonna let you know that, okay, you're halfway through the day. I don't know how long days are in this game, but since I didn't explain it in Pikmin 1, if you want to know how long days are in that game, they're about 13 minutes. I think they're shorter in this game. Oh, crap. Pikmin have to be carrying that. I don't need to explain every little thing. I mean, you guys can figure out some stuff on your own. Oh yeah, and the great thing about having Louie is he'll help you pluck Pikmin. I like how they did that. Okay, now we got 58 red leaf Pikmin that are slow as shit. And yeah. Wait a minute. Olimar's gonna stay over here, so when they're done, they can carry that. And now, over here, we see a dungeon tutorial. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and press the jump in. Well, we're not going to do that yet, Ship. So, let me just explain dungeons. In a dungeon, when you go in, you automatically save the game. Time does not pass in a dungeon. So, you will be safe. So, like, it's not like Majora's Mask where, when you're in a dungeon, time's gonna pass, and you have to worry about that. Don't worry, time will not pass in a dungeon. It never will. The thing is, if you actually use action replay on this game, you can go into that cave with only 5 Pikmin. I've seen a video of it. Utter scrap. Okay. Let's just go. Oh yeah, and the thing is, if they're like Pikmin on the field and they're not in your squad when you go in a dungeon, then they'll just be on the field. Like, they won't come with you. They have to be in your squad. So like, you can go in with 5 Pikmin. But however, if you're in a dungeon and your Pikmin are just scattered on the field, then they'll come with you. So like, if they're about to get eaten, doesn't matter. They'll still come with you. So that's good. Sub-level 1 emergence cave. Intriguing, my heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you do wish to check underground terrain, press plus communication. I am not the ship. I am an all-proposed support pod. Yes, like above ground, dungeons also have treasure in them. Just to let you guys know, this is not going to be a 100% run. I'm not going to get all the treasures, because it is just complete hell. Okay, these enemies, they are dwarf snowy bulborgs. They are the weakest bulborgs, which I don't get how. Probably because they're hit points. It's a 7-Up can. There are a lot of references that in this game to like a lot of the treasures are references. Like some are Nintendo references that go very far, very, very, very far back in Nintendo history. Quenching emblem. And there's an orange over here. The treasure name isn't an orange. Now, if you carry back an enemy's corpse, they can give you Pokos too. However, it is not worth it, cause corpses give you barely any Pokos. I think there is a corpse that gives you like 30 Pokos, but I don't know if it's a later boss or a monster. Oh, everything's a monster in this game. I'll just go to the next one. And they get to the ship before we even do. Well, they got head start, so. This is a pretty good one. Citrus Slump. If any of you guys think that's funny, then comment about it. And when Pikmin do that thing, then that means there are no treasures on the floor. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. You do recall that you can adjust the camera with Z and up, left and right on the control pad, correct? I mean, your expressions exist in... Don't worry, all your Pikmin will tell you. Enter it. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the recording here. It's getting a bit long. Okay, I'm back. I love that. It's just like... And as you can see, it's pretty dark in caves. You will get a very useful power-up that makes it so it's a lot lighter, a lot brighter in caves. As you can see, we have 2 snowy bulborbs. Or 2... No! Okay, there. Dwarf bulborbs are very slow eaters, so don't worry. As you can see, we have this giant half globe-looking thing. Going? Yep, it's shining! Because of the treasure. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. Yes, this will actually let us go to another area. However, but how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. That's correct. We are going to... We cannot lift it with just our normal squad. Because... Look. You need 101 Pikmin to carry this treasure. However, you cannot have that many on the field. You can only have 100 on the field at a time. However, maybe we'll get something that will let us have more Pikmin. He's clearing these guys out. We walk in here. Ooh, what do we have here? Astounding, a flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. Now, what you're gonna want to do is throw a Pikmin in there. This is a violet candy pop bud. It will make any Pikmin. See, as you can see, we got a purple seed. Amazing, a purple Pikmin it has here. And it has white stalks. Seems very heavy and... This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olmar. It must be an extremely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers and trees. Perhaps there are others? Yeah, there are. In fact, there are even candy pop buds that let you get red Pikmin. In Pikmin 1, there are candy pop buds, and they are unlimited, so you can throw as many as you want in them. However, in this game, they have a limit. You can switch Pikmin with B. Okay, I can throw one more in there. Okay, so let me just explain purple Pikmin. You throw red Pikmin, just that, right? You throw purple. As you can see, they're thrown in a lower arc. Purple Pikmin are basically, they basically have 10 times, they're basically the equivalent, their weight and strength is basically the equivalent of 10 Pikmin. So, as you can see, one purple Pikmin counts for 10 Pikmin. That's how he carries treasure. There's only one downside about purple Pikmin, though. They're very, 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 very slow. And they aren't immune to anything. But they are the strongest type of Pikmin. They're the new strongest type of Pikmin. In the last game, red Pikmin were. But in this game, they changed it. But yeah, this will let us go to a new area, so it's pretty cool. Oh, that spotty bulwark hasn't killed my Pikmin. I'm just so embarrassed on camera. I shouldn't have fucked that thing. Yeah, remember when I said that spotty bulbarbs are gonna be really easy to kill after this day? Purple Pikmin make that possible. Spherical Atlas. The only problem is they don't have onions of their own, and the only way you can get them is to throw them into candy pop buds. Violet candy pop buds. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere to data. Error, I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press plus to contact me and go to the exploration kit on the radar screen by pressing left on the D-pad. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decode territory tomorrow. Okay, let me just explain that. Basically, this is the exploration kit. These are a bunch of power-ups that we will get. These are all power-ups. But now we are going to leave this place. Hopefully we can end this episode before my flip camera's battery runs out, because it's on low battery. Oh, whatever, I'm not waiting for them. I'm gonna keep going, because even if they leave, they'll come. Even if you leave without any Pikmin in your squad, they'll come with you. Only if you're in a dungeon, though. Astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate there's enough power to launch you into the air. Approaching. Press A to try. Now, there's kind of a weird thing about geysers. Any Pikmin, only one Pikmin is immune to water, and other Pikmin die from water. So, like, how are they still alive? And we lost no Pikmin. And we completed the cave. I definitely will be going through all the caves, but I won't be getting all the treasures in them. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. You must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. And now this automatically ends today. Olimar and Louise, and you'll explore a new area tomorrow. Today's work is done. What, you still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect the treasure. Yeah, and he means it too. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Yeah, and he means it too. in the last game, you probably remember that you had a time limit. You only had 30 days to survive until your suit's oxygen ran out. However, in this game, there is no time limit. You can there are an unlimited amount of days. Oh yeah, and your purple Pikmin will stay inside your ship's hull, so don't worry about them. You still have them. They're just hard to get. Woo! That is the sound of a yellow Pikmin picking up a bomb rocket. Okay, we lost 7. That's fine. And we got an email. Baby steps first, Ultima. Don't worry about me. Our debt is what happy Hokaday savings and loan, after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repose is. So ha! Ha my ass, President. Oh yeah, and pressing the D-pad, you can go back to the previous letter. And now, I think we're going to end this off. So, next time on Pikmin 2, we are going to be going to this newly explored area, the Awakening Wood. And we're going to be exploring there. See you guys then.